we're starting.
Hey guys, we believe this is episode 11 of Wine Talk.
But we lost count.
As you guys know, we are occupied with a lot of things, so we basically do these things very sporadically.
And we're sorry, a lot of people were asking us, when is the next episode coming out?
And we're not good with schedules, so...
No, we're not good with a lot of things, but we're good with this.
Okay, so we want to, today is a dual theme. We want to talk about two things. First of all, we have wines that are suited for fall. That's about to start in North America. For some unknown reason, fall starts in 6 days, where there in the rest of the world it started on September 1st.
Well, we're different. We like to be different.
Of the northern hemisphere.
Yes.
Let's
We also measure things differently in feet and Fahrenheit.
Okay. So a lot of people have been asking us here inside of the bar why the wine bottles are different shape and what does that do they mean. So I did a very minimal research. If anybody wants to correct me, please put it in the comments on YouTube or Instagram. But from what I understand,
yes, he loves to be corrected. He's been corrected for over 30 years now by me, so
yes.
He's used to it. Don't be shy.
31,
don't be shy.
but who's counting?
You're counting.
But so
he has a special calendar.
So I did a little research, and what I found out, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, that the shapes, the different shapes, like for example, this is a typical Chardonnay bottle, and this is a bottle with a Gewürztraminer. You see they're different shape. I'm just,
This is a skinny one.
Yeah.
This is a fat one. By the way, if you have dainty, small hands like me, a typical Chardonnay bottle is okay to hold, but Ali's going to show you Pinot Noir. It's like really difficult for me to grab. But if you have these, then you're fine with any bottle.
Okay, so once again, they're different shapes. So how it all started, from what I understand. So the commercial bottling of wine started happening in France, obviously, out of all places. Who would have guessed? And the wine merchants who were bringing the wine to the large cities wanted for people to recognize the region. So each region had its own shape of wine. It was, I think, the first one of the first marketing targeting campaigns. So what happened later is that the regions that are known for specific grape, because right now, as you guys know, anybody who buys wine, we barely anybody buys wine by the region anymore. It's usually a grape name. Even France and Italy started putting the grape name on the bottles. So if Chardonnay was predominant in that particular region, when they started producing and selling Chardonnay, let's say in North America or Chile or Argentina, then they took this bottle and put Chardonnay in it, because it was, I might be mistaken, I think it was Loire where Chardonnay was predominant grape. And the same thing happened. This shape was used in Alsace. So basically anything that's like Germanic grapes that are produced now,
you can tell it's German because it's Gewürztraminer.
So Gewürztraminer is Rieslings and
Rieslings.
Yes, and all other wines that were produced in Alsatian region, they are now in this bottle. So
by the way, I'm sorry. No, one more thing. It is always a good idea to finish. If you open this bottle, finish it. Not because it can't sit in the fridge, but because it doesn't fit on the shelf on the side of your fridge. It's always going to stick out. Every time you open the fridge, it's going to fall out. Or this is so much easier because the height is the height of that shelf.
And also I want to quote, when it comes to
Very
these
annoying.
bottles, they barely fit in our refrigerators in our bar. So we have our dear friend
so just come and drink all of it.
Robert Warris, who just changed his career and opened a wine shop in Brooklyn, which we're yet to visit. But we received something that like this, but it was much taller. So he always says one thing: I want the people who design wine bottles to work as a barback one day in their life. So
yeah, because it doesn't fit. If you have a cork in here, it's a pain in the butt. However, this particular Gewürztraminer is very low in jasmine. So if you were kind of iffy about Gewürz, like that kind of like vanilla jasmine-y flavor, I really like this. Is nice and acidic and perfectly balanced, and just a hint of jasmine and not a whole bunch.
Now you're gonna watch something that regular people, civilians, will get to watch ever in their life. You get Olga to drink or try or at least have a glass of Chardonnay in front of her. But I played it
I
safe.
have Chardonnay. in
I
front of
played
me.
it safe, and it's unoaked.
It's unoaked,
Yeah.
and this is why I will probably enjoy it. Also, it's from the Finger Lakes, so I'm not exactly, I'm not gonna sit there. and
Shout
be
out
like,
to
"Oh."
Lamoureux Landing,
Yeah.
one of our favorite wineries.
But if you want to
Very
watch
good.
my face when I drink California Chardonnay, please, wear
I
goggles.
actually decided not to do that, unless you want me to grab it for entertainment.
No, I'm not even gonna try it. I can't stand those oak chips. Like, I get the whole oaking process. I respect it.
For
But
record,
do you
I
have
love
to shave a
buttery.
tree into it?
I love buttery oak Chardonnays, and we have a new one coming from.
It's like a gateway drug,
From
Ali.
Ru-
It's like
Russian
it's your way
River.
to whiskey.
We have one coming from
This is beautiful.
Russian River on Tuesday. How many times did I try to finish the sentence? 3 times, right? We have one coming on Tuesday. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you, Finger Lakes people, for respecting the grape and respecting the trees with which you oak your oak.
Okay. Now, when it comes to reds, the same things happen. So basically, a Chardonnay and a Pinot Noir bottle. So that's what Olga was talking about. For somebody with these hands, it's very easy.
And for me, like, I can hold it, but pouring is like, I don't have a strong grip. So if you're at a party and there is a Pinot Noir bottle, do yourself a favor and everyone else, if you have small hands, use both hands, okay?
Or find
Yeah.
somebody with big, strong hands. You might find a live
I'm
match.
pouring. All right. We have, and this is something we do every fall. We love to bring a whole bunch of different Italian wines here because this is a harvest season. Not that we're farmers, but September, October, weather turns. It's turns into sweater weather, and sweater weather is perfect for Italian grapes. So this is what is it? Pinot Noir with organic grapes.
Organic grapes from Sicily.
We love Sicily, like love Sicilian wines.
I don't know a single human being who doesn't like Sicilian wines. I've never met that person. This is perfect. You can. This is what you didn't. I love it. What is it? Oh, I know. It's heavily oaked. You can spit. It's heavily oaked. That's why. This is why I love it. So we have for people who are involved in the wine business of sorts. We have for a married couple. We have totally different tastes of wine.
I'm gonna need a lot of cheese with this.
Yes.
Like
Different
a whole pizza pie.
taste in wine. So now,
Actually, I'm thinking this would be a good, yeah.
so
Moving
now the regions that were not traditionally bottling and selling on the streets of Paris or Marseille, they basically started putting their wine in whatever shapes they want. So this is which one is it? Yeah, okay. This is Tempranillo from Spain.
Tempranillo is very popular here as just like a basic chill sipping wine.
So basically, the shape really didn't play any.
Yeah,
any
we've
role.
seen different shapes, right?
So the wine, yeah, I know, no,
Well, it's not just oak; it's other things. This is
again, I don't know.
beautiful.
We never really talk about this. Probably Tempranillo is my least favorite wine after grape after Riesling. I mean, it's
But
not
it
a grape.
sits
it's
well on
it's,
its own. It works beautifully in blends. It is a great like chill, warm sipping wine. I think it goes well with
For
the
me-
short rib. All right.
Okay.
Here's another one with
and now,
But it's not like our wine list is not about what Olga like. Like if we if I created a wine list of things I like, you would be drinking Finger Lakes Riesling.
But something also to
24/7.
say about our wine list. One thing we guarantee you, in this place, hopefully we finally will open a new one sometime soon. The one thing, whichever grape we have, whichever wine you have, the quality will try to go for a higher quality. Not the highest, unfortunately. You guys just not gonna come here and pay $85 for a glass of wine. But we're
I
trying.
don't know if the
we're gonna
price of wine directly
Yes, it does.
correlates
Yes, it
to.
does.
No, it doesn't.
This is gonna be
We've been to a whole
a
bunch of industry
great-
tastings. I
Great
have tasted
topic for the next one.
crap
And
wine that was like
I am coming
$400
back
wholesale.
as much as hard as I try. Back to the subject. What I wanted to say is that no matter what grape or region or name of the wine you have, we always try to get for a really good bang for a buck, the higher quality. For example, this Tempranillo I'm not a big fan of, but it's a very decent Tempranillo, and try to find it in a regular New York wine bar.
Well, that's a different story.
So this brings
But
us.
just because something is $80 doesn't mean that it's good. It really doesn't. It means that it's
It
$80.
absolutely does, and we will have it as the topic of our next video, if you agree with me on that. Thank you. Now, hopefully, without further interruptions, I want to introduce a very interesting shape and wine and the whole story. Now, this is Saperavi from Republic of Georgia. Now, this is a funny looking bottle, have nothing to do with traditional French wines. I don't think French winemaker will put anything in this bottle. It's funny looking.
Well, that's
also,
like little thingy on top.
also on top of this, it also had a little red wax. So the most incredible thing is that Georgia is the birthplace of wine. This is where archaeologists found the first evidence that of humans making wine.
I think we talked about the
I'm sure.
query,
Yes.
the mud,
But
clay pots.
But because Georgia right now in the world, Georgian wines are being treated as a new world wines because they're being introduced to the larger markets for basically the first time. In the Soviet times they tried, but a lot of people called
Just like everything Soviet. They
but
failed.
not just
Yeah.
that, not just that. There is also a lot of ignorance. Like for example, you go to some places and because Americans, I hate to say it, but some Americans are not very geographically educated. So because Soviet Union used to be called Russia in
Well, you know
American
why that
newspapers,
is?
I'm gonna finish. Because Soviet Union was called Russia, a lot of people, and some people that I respect, just automatically called anything coming from Soviet Union Russian grapes. Saperavi became a Russian grape. Isabella became a Russian grape. So for that reason, it was very hard for Georgians. First of all, the first Georgian imports were terrible, and they came from Moldova, and they just said that they were from Georgia. So now Georgian wines are emerging, but being treated as a new region, which is not true. They're trying to also bring their attention by putting it in the very interesting shapes. They're putting it in these bottles. They're putting it in the clay bottles.
I think it's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Just make good wine and market it and let people try it and have local wine bars pour it and talk about it.
Tell that to the
nobody,
winemaker. Tell that-
nobody is going to buy a quirky looking clay nonsense in 2024.
Maybe.
But
I
this
can
is
tell.
amazing.
But I just also want to tell that to the winemaker on outskirts of Tbilisi, who took the money that he got from when he sold his grandmother's house and put it in a winery, and who's trying to get into the American market, that if he puts it in this bottle, doesn't say anything anywhere funny and funky like this label, and it's going to be a classic label, and just going to be somewhere in the corner of a wine shop, somebody's going to notice it. I am absolutely with you, Guy, for putting it in the funny looking bottle and putting the word Saperavi all over it and making it very, very Georgian looking.
And by the way, Georgian tasting. This would go great with grilled meats, with the burger, with the lamb burger. This is the only grape I believe that is tinct. It has a red flash and a red skin.
Oh, Not the only one. No, there is definitely others. That's for sure. But yes, I forgot the name of it too. So,
But it also grows beautifully in the Finger
yeah, two
Lakes.
people that decided to put videos about wine don't remember any wine terminology.
Yeah, but we're also like
we're out of time.
gracefully aging, so forgive us. Yeah, we have slip ups. Some of us are so much older than
And
us.
I thought this video is going to be so short because we basically didn't have anything to talk about, and I'm sorry for making it so long. We love you guys.
We
We'll
love
try
you.
to
We
do it
miss
next
you.
week.
Please come and comment on the videos. Peace.